Hey everyone, so for today I'll be talking about PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale for the PS Vita. I've been playing with it for about a week now. I've tested out a little bit of each of the levels. Uh, Honestly though, I will say I haven't tried out a tournament or versus match yet because I don't have an online account because I'm new to the PlayStation sort of ecosystem now because I just got this device a few days ago. Um, so I haven't had a chance to test out that gameplay yet, but I can talk about the solo play right now and pretty much the arcade mode and the trials mode, which I personally loved. I'm not a big gamer. I do know some things about some video games. Um, I'm more into older games on older consoles. Um, but still, I haven't been that big of a player, and I'm not that good of a player. I like this game because it reminded me of those old um, fighting games, those like 2D games like Mortal Kombat and Tekken, um, that you could play on those like old arcade games way back in the 90s, but also on the original PlayStation and on the PS2, and on the older Sega consoles also. Yeah, this reminded me of those old games because it's so easy to just mash the buttons and just do any attack you want. Like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just pressing random buttons and making people like shoot guns and throw lightning at each other. I don't know how uh, to do it skillfully, but I just like doing it for the fun of it. Um, I have been playing mostly as Kratos. Um, Not that you can really see him there. Let's just see how good of a shot I can get. See, Kratos. Um, I've gotten about 66% of the way through with Kratos alone. Um, and he's like a good beginner character. Like, I mean, there's some other characters on here that are just very lame, like the Fat Princess or whatever her name is. Her like superpower is to like eat cake really fast. And while that sounds ridiculous and it sure is fun to watch, it just sucks. Like, I mean, that's not part of like a fighting game. Um, I haven't personally played Super Smash Brothers, so I can't do like a comparison between the two. Um, but I'd have to assume that because there is a wider variety of characters in Super Smash Brothers, and that the two games are basically the same idea, it's like an okay game, but maybe Super Smash Brothers has it beat. Um, I like that it is a handheld version that you can play, and it reminds me very much of those older games where it was like one game per handheld system, and it was usually just really bad fighting games. Um, but yeah, it's an easy game. It's not that hard. Even when you lose, it's fun to just try it again. Um, the only thing that really pissed me off, I guess, is playing as Nathan Drake and also playing against Raiden, I think his or her name is. Just Raiden is an asshole of a character. Like, it's so hard to beat them. But Nathan Drake just sucks. His attacks suck. Um, but yeah, it's just these are my thoughts on this game. Again, I'm not a big gamer. I don't know as much as other people out there, but this is coming from the perspective of someone who is an occasional gamer and doesn't want to spend $40, $50 on a game only to get killed in the first 2 seconds. Like, I mean, it was easy enough to get through the first few levels without even dying, but then once you get higher up into the more difficult levels with more opponents, it starts to get a little difficult. So at least the beginning of it is very easy, and it's very easy for several games within the game. So yeah, check it out if you are an occasional gamer that wants to get into like a serious game. Um, if you are new to the PS Vita, I have to say this does seem like one of the better games on the game list for this device. And yep, that's it. See ya.